Hello. Am I off mute? Can you hear me? No? I'm not
Yeah,
off mute?
you're good. You're good.
Okay,
We
I
can
couldn't
hear
hear you for a
you.
second, so I got worried.
Only
Welcome
muted
to
myself.
welcome to Delight and Fright. I am Kat, and to my side is the lovely Luna. Say hello, Luna.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well this evening.
So we have a very special episode today. First, we're going to start talking about what we've been up to since you've seen us last, what our Halloween plans are, and then we're going to get into Lady Frankenstein and what our thoughts were about that. So, what did you been up to, Luna?
Yeah, so the week that you were in Toronto, I was trying to get my computer fixed. There was unfortunately some CPU overheating that was causing my computer to turn off. So that wouldn't be fair to our guests if you and I are having a fun time with guests and all of a sudden everything turns off and I can't turn it back on. That would not be very good for a
Mm.
viewing experience.
It
So
just couldn't handle your hotness, Luna. It
I
just couldn't
know.
handle it.
It just said no. So I did some rethermaling of that. I added a new graphics card because
Ooh.
upgrades are fun. And then last week was pretty quiet. Just kind of enjoyed the time off and regrouping. I'm getting ready to go this week to a friend's wedding. So that'll be really fun. I'm gonna help, so when I get there, it's not going to be all fun and games, maybe just for the wedding, but I am going to be part of the wedding party. So, a lot of helping, decorations, all the last minute touches that you do for weddings, which I don't know. It's my first one. I'm really scared. I have like performance anxiety. I don't want to ruin something like, oh shit, I ruined this decor, but I think it'll go fine. So
I
I,
think I think it's good that you'll be distracted because weddings can be rough, especially if you're single, and I don't want anybody to feel like,
oh
like
yeah.
this is it's your choice. Everybody has their own life to live. If you don't want to get married, that's all fine and good, but still, the societal norms kick in when you're at a wedding. You're like, oh my God, I need to breed right now. Like I need to find a husband and I need to have a baby and
Yeah, the pressure is definitely on. I don't feel super that way. I think I'm pretty content with how things are going as far as that aspect is concerned. Would I love to be married? Of course. I think that's a very a good value that I wish one day, but don't force it with the wrong person because you're gonna be stuck with them for a long time. And it's going to be very expensive if you decide to split off. I learned that lesson from a lot of good friends of mine that I have. So definitely patience. Patience is key, and just perseverance. But yeah, weddings, Halloween weddings, and a lot of stuff. Next week, Kat and I will be working on um something with a guest named Trevor Deneau. So that'll be exciting. So that's what I have going on. What about you, Kat?
Awesome. So yeah, I had a great time in Canada, had me lots of ice wine, and I managed to bring some home. This is Pondview Ice Wine 2023 Cabernet Franc. So it's a red version, and I got my
Ooh,
little goblet here.
it
Yes.
looks like very vampiric, like like the glass just looks very
Yes.
like
Yes.
it's just
It's a
something a vampire.
very dessert, very sweet.
Oh, I like those
Mhm. So good. It's like candy. It's like candy.
candy.
So I enjoyed all the movies there. It was so great being in Toronto. And then I did something that's been on my bucket list for a while. I ran a
Ooh,
marathon, the Halloween Distance Classic. I survived. Obviously, it's my first
a little
one.
sore,
Yeah, I'm very sore. My
a lot
legs are
sore.
like dead. I didn't vomit. I didn't pass out. I didn't fall over. I didn't trip or hurt myself. So there's that. And I got a cool medal. I was thinking, I'd get like just a participation one, it'd just be like a plastic lane kind of thing. But no, it's all it's a nice metal
Yeah,
chunk of thing.
nice,
So
nice.
yay! So now I have a time to beat, right? So I gotta start somewhere.
Yes.
And then coming up, so for Friday for Halloweeny, I'll be doing we'll be doing. You'll be there in spirit, Luna. Don't worry.
Yes, my
You'll be there in
soul will be there.
spirit. Yes. We'll be doing the Spooky Empire Horror Film Festival, a live show, 3 p.m., with the filmmakers of The Allure, Mr. Average, and Chuck's Fate. And then Saturday, November 1st, 6 p.m., we'll be doing a show with the filmmakers of Don't Say His Name, A Darkened Doorstep, Make New Friends, and Little Deaths. And also Saturday, if y'all want to come, definitely would recommend seeing the Bad Witch Burlesque show. Were you with me, Luna, when we saw that? They were amazing. These girls, 9 p.m., bring your cash, guys. These girls are amazing. Honey Badger, I love you. I love you, Honey Badger. This girl, she could do things on a pole like amazing. Just amazing. Like she could just straight, hanging on the pole, just straight out, plank. How does she do that? I don't know. It's amazing.
It takes a lot of muscle that I have not worked out in years, so I would probably not be able to do any of what these beautiful ladies could do. So
Yes.
check them out if you can.
And then Sunday, we'll be having another live podcast with the filmmakers at 1 p.m., with the filmmakers of the Pennsylvania Leaf Blower Massacre, Shadows, Double Dipper, and Anathema. I believe I'm saying that. Anathema, something like that. So that is my plans. And I wanted to show off this is my favorite song, guys. No.
Oh, no.
No, it has to be the right song.
What the hell?
You have failed me. Aww.
It's just a little shy.
There we go. This song.
Oh.
I love it. The Dance Macabre.
The Dance Macabre, yeah. It just had a little bit of stage fright.
Yeah,
you know, it
happens
happens to the best of us, stage fright.
So without further ado, let's get into Lady Frankenstein, 1971. This film is gothic horror from Italy, written by Edward Di Lorenzo, co-produced by Roger Corman, directed by Mel Welles and Aureliano Luppi. Joseph Cotten plays Baron Frankenstein. Rosalba Neri plays Tanya Frankenstein, and she is just beautiful. She is gorgeous. Paul Muller plays Dr. Charles Marshall. And in this, we have 8 breasts, guys. 8 breasts. Nice breasts, too. Nice. 4 butts. Nice booties. 1 bush. Did you see some bush? Did you see bush, Luna? No? You missed the bush? Come on, man.
I don't know. Personally, I'm not a fan of the bush, but whatever.
Oh, it was just a little. It wasn't like it didn't have like fangs or anything. It wasn't like hissing. We have dismemberment. We have multiple deaths by asphyxiation. Yeah, they like to be choked out in this film, but a little too much, I think.
Yeah,
So,
a little rough.
Let's go ahead and play the preview. If I can get this right. Trailer.
I hope Mr. Morgan's brain is as cooperative.
It will be, Charles. What evil science was practiced in this laboratory of nightmares? Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead? What dread terror stalked the townspeople? The legend of Frankenstein once again brings terror and nightmare to the screen.
Stand!
Joseph Cotten is Baron Frankenstein, the scientist who dared to create a monster. Meet Lady Frankenstein. She's beautiful. She's evil. and she'll do anything for love.
Ooh, anything.
Think of it. Think of me. Think of possessing me. Would you like to have my body bend to you? Would you like to make love to me?
She creates a new, more terrifying monster.
I am my father's daughter.
You are referring to animal transplants.
No.
Human.
Human.
Only the monster she creates can satisfy her strange desires.
Yes. Oh. Damn it, woman.
No man can escape her web of terror. There has never been a movie like Lady Frankenstein.
Yes.
Nice. I've never seen that trailer before, so what I expected is, who's this creature? When they say that, I'm like, Rob Zombie? Because they play that clip and then they play Living Dead Girl, I believe.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I was like, wait, when did we start listening to Living Dead Girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rob Zombie.
So
Funny
what
guy,
did
that
you
is.
think for a movie from 1971 now? I had never seen it, and I'm surprised I had not, because
Yeah.
I freaking loved it. For me, it was like a woman being badass, taking charge, her
Yeah.
being the more freaking ruthless one. I'm like, yes, yes. And I'm like, this is 71? That's crazy. Before I was even born. Before I was even a thought in my mom's head.
Yeah. Of course, I have there, like anything in life, you have goods and bads, right? The good that I do love about this movie, the costumes, peak tier. Love, 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 love the costumes, the set design. When she goes into that bookcase and the gothic castle, the aesthetics, beautiful, beautiful set design, beautiful costumes. Loved it. 100%. Love, 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 love. Great. I feel like they did good in casting. I don't feel like any of the cast was unbelievable. Yeah, good casting, good costumes, and really good set design. Love that. What about you?
I loved a lot of it. Everything that you said, I loved. I love some of the quotes in here. People just never die when it suits you.
Yeah. I mean, true.
And then I love how they went more into her dad, Dr. Frankenstein's kind of thought behind things. Such a grotesque being, worth anything to create life, even his own death. So in his creation of life, he was completely willing to risk his own life. And in doing so, he did. Things did not work out great for him. He got bear hugged, but a little too hard, It's
A
just,
little too hard on that.
Yeah. So what did you think at the very beginning when Frankenstein first rose?
I knew we were gonna be in for some fun. I kind of foresaw a lot of problems based on what his assistant was saying to him, like, hey, the brain, this is wrong with the brain. There's gonna be brain damage, she's gonna be violent. Like, that should have been your first hint to just kind of abandon the project and retry again with different bodies. Just, they were bringing them fresh bodies like crazy, so it's like, fuck it, we'll just scrap this one and try another one.
But he needed one within 6 hours. That
Yeah.
was why the guy that was being hung was so important. He needed a body within 6 hours for, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you could wait till the next hanging, kind of be on standby, like have like the body parts ready and Kind of,
Right?
oh, there's gonna be the next hanging in 12 days, so have all the parts ready for the next time there's a hanging.
Do you think things would have been different if dad would have let the daughter help? She wanted to help in the beginning when they were raising the first monster. She wanted to help. But, oh, you're a woman and blah blah, this isn't your place bullshit. I don't want you to get hurt.
No, I think she would have done worse. They're just gatekeeping her madness, but the madness was gonna come out. I feel like if they would have allowed her to help, the dad wouldn't have died, and she would already been unhinged with all the crazy stuff that she wanted to do. So I feel if they allowed her to do that early, it would have had no, like, she was still gonna be up to the shenanigans that she was gonna be up to. It's just her personality, is just who she is,
I was expecting her to want to bring her dad back. I mean, he was just dead. Why couldn't she take his brain and bring him back? But that wasn't even a thought.
No, and I can tell you my problem with that. I'm sorry to say this, but the script was written by a male. What are men gonna think? Oh, women are all gonna want the sex, all the sex, all the sex. Honestly, if it would have been me, I would have raised up my dad because I want to have a conversation with him. Whatever, I can get any dick in this town. Like, I don't care about a specific dick. You know what I mean? I would have had more loyalty towards my family. So that's why I feel like the script in some places, yes, it was very very progressive for females, but it was also clearly written by a dude.
Yeah, it had to be. For that time, it had to be sexist to get people in the theater. It had to show the TNA, which it did. Yeah. But I just loved the undertone that was still there, and she did it so beautifully, I thought.
Yeah, you pose a great idea. Why, if she even in the beginning of the movie, if you recall, she's like, "Daddy," like all excited to see him. So clearly she didn't hate the dude. So why not? Maybe it was so sacrilegious to her what she was doing that she didn't want her father to become an experiment.
True. She didn't want to make him a monster.
Yeah.
She wanted to validate his work.
She loved him so much that maybe she didn't want him to be the experiment, be the monster. Like, I'm gonna preserve your honor and your integrity. That's another way too.
And then we have the hot farm boy, Thomas. Was that his name?
Thomas, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of Thomas? Pre-surgery.
I feel bad for him. He was a very tender soul. He really cared about the animals. He was like very I don't want to say he had like Down syndrome, but he definitely was missing some sort of chromosome. He was not all quite there, but he was such a sensitive gentleman.
Innocent.
And so innocent, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have needed to like change his brain out. I would have rocked his world. Like, he was cute, he was sweet. Like, come on.
Yeah, why? Yeah,
you could have intellectual conversation with someone else. You could have your dude for boning.
Yeah, she didn't want to keep those options open. Like, I don't. Sometimes some dudes are good for conversating with because they make you think, but you definitely don't want to sleep with them. But they're fun to talk to. But there are some other dudes that are like, yeah, they possess kind of a little bit of both. Like, you wouldn't mind having a conversation with them, and you wouldn't mind, being in a relationship with.
But she clearly had sex with Charles because she was married to him.
Mm-hmm.
So she had sex with him as he was. So it wasn't like she wasn't attracted to him. But I fucking love the scene where she is seducing Thomas and Charles is watching. He's like watching and peeping. And then he comes with a pillow and suffocates him. And then she freaking has an orgasm and like bites her arm. I'm like, oh my God, she is orgasming off this guy dying inside of her. That is so dark, but
yeah,
like, because I want to Corman movies will go there, especially in 71. Good God.
Yeah, it went there, but that really shows the character. She is a deviant. She is an evil person who, I'm sorry, but if some dude was dying on me, I'd freak out. I wouldn't be having an orgasm. I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, no, call an ambulance. You're not dying on my watch. No." It's just there's a lot of it just shows the character, the length that this character is willing to go in the evil devianciness. So yeah, definitely. It's a good portrayal of the character, I think.
Hmm. And so I have a question for you.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
question.
yeah. If you could create your own human, what qualities would you look for? Let's just say you have it down to a perfect science. You
Mhm.
know how everything's going to work out, and you're
And there's
creating your
no
perfect
chance
human.
of them being like, "Ah, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Correct.
No
Correct.
murderous.
You're creating your perfect human. What does that look like, or
Um,
or feel like?
I think for me it would be um kind of tallish. It would be a dude. He would be like 5'11", 6 feet. Kind of tall. I figure that when you're only 5'4" and you're dating somebody that's 6 feet tall, you're like, you feel smaller than you actually are. So that's always a nice feeling.
Okay.
To feel smaller, because sometimes you feel a little big and pudgy. So the size difference is nice.
So
Um,
some muscularness to be able to throw you around.
I don't necessarily need that. I think what I'm mostly interested in at this time, because of course that can change 20 years from now, but at this
Mhm.
time, I think having the brain to be smart but not be cocky and also have a sensitive side. Like if you can have an intellectual conversation with me but not make me feel like a dumbass and still make me feel like you care and you have a sensitive side to you, perfect. Perfect. So even if I have to cut some brains from this dude to get this, and then some pieces of this brain from this dude to get this, I think that'd be pretty nice, because there's always never seems to be a balance of either too smart and too cocky and overbearing, or nice but kind of dumb as bricks. you know
What kind of demeanor would you want someone? Shy, introverted, or extroverted, life of the party?
in between, not too extroverted where I'm literally being forced to like go out every night because we gotta be there every night, but not so introverted that I can't have a conversation with this person, like because they're just so like closed off.
Terrified.
Yeah, they're just so closed off that I can't even they can't even hold a conversation. So somewhere in between, I think enough extroverted to where they don't freak out. And I'm sorry, in introverted enough to where it I don't have to like pursue a social like a extravagant social life, but not so um introverted either that I just can't talk to you. What about you?
What about their philosophical beliefs? Would you want them to believe in something, to be religious of some sort, or
um I'm not as I don't want him to be a Bible thumper to where they're belittling me for my beliefs. If they believe in a deity, whatever the deity may be, that's totally fine as long as it's not impeding my views. Of course, I would prefer to make the perfect being that has a similar view as I have, so it makes things a lot easier. But if they don't, at least a life view that's compatible. So if they think, "Oh, you have a tattoo, you're going to hell," that wouldn't necessarily be too compatible. So having some compatibility, even if there's differences in the belief system.
Nice. So for me,
Yeah.
why not have the best of both worlds?
Yeah.
So would have very nice boobs, a penis and a vagina, both. Why not?
Why not? If you're making it, why not?
So some hip action. Got to be curvy. I don't want someone I feel like I'm gonna knock them over and then hurt them. I'm very aggressive. I'm aggressive. Taller than me, strong, able to like lift me and kind of throw me around like I'm nothing. But like you said, don't have to be muscly.
Yeah.
If we're building a creature or a monster or a robot, it doesn't have to have said muscles to be strong, right?
Exactly. Mhm.
As far as beliefs, don't have to be religious, just very open-minded, ability to learn and to take philosophical input and like figure that out, and not too introverted, like, but able to call me out on my bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't want a partner that's just like, yeah, whatever you want to do. You got the controller of me or whatever. And I don't want to be able to manipulate that because I know how I am. Like, if they start giving me sass, be like, we're going to turn that down. That's going to stop right now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't make sure I lock myself out of the ability to do those things because I would. As far as the face, we could have interchangeable faces. We could have interchangeable hair, and let them decide. Hey, how are you feeling today? Pick your hair. Whatever mood you're in.
Yeah, whatever you're feeling today.
and we'll go with that.
Nice. I like that. I think that's a great answer. Very well put together there, Kat.
You see, I've given this a lot of thought.
That's a good thing. Movies that make you think. I hate movies that I'm just like, this didn't make me think. I didn't get anything from watching this. But this is definitely not one of those. Some parts of the movie I'm just like, but some I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, some of the special effects were like you could tell the brain was like a foam brain. You could see the line in the brain from the mold. It's like, come on, this is an old movie, and but then a lot of things like the background was awesome, all the blood bubbling through all these little things and the sounds that it made, even in the preview.
Yeah,
you could hear all that bubbling.
Yeah, the staircase too. Oh, beautiful staircase. I'm a big fan
like
of
it was a church.
Yeah.
I feel like it was some sort of church that they renovated or something.
Yeah, because they did have stained glass windows, and a lot of old-timey churches had the stained glass windows.
And I do know that they filmed Demons 2 in a church, in a Catholic church, and it was beautiful, and the church really needed money. So basically, they did something to make it not a church. I forgot what it's called. They whatever it, so that it's not like sacred ground for them to film. And then when they left, they came back and redid it and made it a church again. The ground sanctuary again. I was like, wow, that's pretty dedicated there. So what did you think about the end? Why do you think he kills her in the end? She creates her perfect man. The right brain is in there.
But was it really perfect, or was there issues with the process that still needed to be ironed out, like they had previously stated in the beginning of the movie? That's what I think. I think they didn't do one of the processes right, or something went wrong when she was in, because she was just so like depraved, and that she might have missed a step. There was no lightning when she did this one. It was just the coils and stuff. So I don't know. There was no storm outside. I don't know if you remember that part.
Yeah.
No storm this time. So
I love that she did it all by herself, though.
Yeah.
Even her dad had Charles helping it, but she did it all on her own.
Yeah, I'm like, how did you know, girl? Were you peeping when they were doing it? They told you to leave and you didn't leave, and you watched everything and kind of learned from there. Yeah, I was I was like, how did she get all the information to do all this stuff by herself? That's why I was like, kind of. There's a lot of story plots that I was like, you just don't think about it because it's just easier that way. There's a
Just
lot of plot
enjoy it.
holes. Just ignore the plot holes and just take it as it's given to you. But that's what I think. I think maybe she just missed something.
Mm. And I love it how the place is on fire and they're just boning.
Yes.
And then they come in, they're like, oh my God, they're boning. Like, and then he puts his hands around her and then fucking just chokes her out. I think he
And nobody
realized
stopped them. Nobody
no,
stopped him
no,
choking her out.
no, they were
They
just
just
like,
let it happen.
crumpets and tea. Let's watch. I don't know.
Yes.
Pierogi? I don't know.
I
So
mean, at this point.
I think he realized in loving her that he too was responsible for the creation of an even greater monster that must be destroyed. And that was her. I think that's what Charles realized when things were going down and the house was burning. He loved her, so he still wanted to be with her. His body wanted to be with her, but his mind said, nah, this bitch crazy. I can't leave her to her own devices. So I suspect he choked her out and then just stayed in the fire, just burnt himself to death. It was kind of a Romeo and Juliet situation. I don't know.
Yeah, in a dark turn of events, it was like a dark, weird Romeo and Juliet, except with I feel it was a one-sided relationship. I feel it was a one-sided relationship.
Yeah, because he said he'd loved her forever, and she knew he'd loved her forever, but she didn't.
She manipulated that.
Yeah, she didn't come on to him until Dad was dead, and she needed to carry on Dad's research to spare his name, well, their name actually. But then she took on a different name, so that was kind of odd to me. You know, if she was so into the Frankenstein name, why would she get married and change her name so quickly after her dad died?
Probably a new start,
Maybe.
maybe reincarnating as the crazy one, a new name.
Maybe knowing as a woman of that time without a husband, people would come and like take her property, take everything. She wouldn't have anything. She wouldn't own anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that he just
Very
pretty
quick.
much gave her the freedom to continue her work. But then, you know, you couldn't take him as is. You know, you liked his brain, but you took his brain out. So she was a zombie, basically. She wanted his brain. Smart brain.
Into brain. No good, my friends. This is why you say no to crazy bitches. That's the moral of the story.
I mean, he should have just got Thomas out of the animal shed and been like, let's just bang this bitch together. She needs it, you know. Obviously, she's a very horny woman, and she's hot. Let's do this, you know. And they could have lived happily ever after.
Yeah, in a polyamorous relationship.
Yes.
Experimenting on new bodies that they get from the people that just keep bringing bodies from somewhere.
Those body bringers.
Those body snatchers.
Because with Thomas around, they were not hurting them animals.
I love he's my spirit. He's my spirit animal. I love Thomas. He's like, no animal. He's like, a man. I'm like, yeah, he is a bad man. He's gonna take your animal and do evil experiments on it. You better hug that fucking sheep at night, boy. He's gonna be missing in the morning.
She was like, what's his name? No name.
No name.
That's his name. No name.
No.
I'm like, that must be his favorite sheep. Every time you saw him, he had that sheep in his hand.
But still, no name.
No name.
Cannot name the sheep, but loves the fuck out of it.
Yes.
Oh god, it was a fun movie. If I could rate it, we'll do 1 out of 5. Your typical. Well, we can just double it. I would say
1 out of 5.
I would say a 3.5 for me.
Yeah.
So probably a 7 out of 10. It was, or either a 3 or 3.5. I'm like kind of rocking in between there because some stuff I'm like dock down that half a point because And then some that I'm like, oh, I like that. The bookcase, that red dress that she was wearing towards the
Mhm.
end with that
And I
choker.
love what she does
Oh,
with her hair. Like, how's that little curl? Like, how can I do that? Like the little
uh,
sideburn that curls. Like, I wanna do that.
you are gonna need a lot of hair glue for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. There's a lot of videos of that.
Ah,
It's a pinup girl type prequel to, yeah, it's like a pinup girl curl thing.
gotcha. I
Yeah.
like that. That was hot.
Yeah, very, very nice. And but God, she was wearing so many. I guess in the 70s they did do that. The mascara on the
Yeah.
lashes on
Yeah.
down. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, you look like
Yeah.
a fucking Christmas
Lashes
tree.
down, boobies up. That's the way we like to fuck.
All the lashes. I'm just like, damn girl, what are you trying to swat all the flies from
You need that.
your
You
stinky
know why
animal farm?
the women of the night used them, right? When the dudes would ejaculate, it would get into their eyes and they would get like eye infections and shit. That's
Mm,
why they started putting the fake lashes on to repel, and it would get in the lashes and save their
oh,
eyeballs.
and they
Yeah.
would just take off the
Yeah.
eyelash. We
Yeah.
good. We
Yeah,
Gucci.
yeah. Dip it a little
Little,
water.
yeah. Guess I hope there's some sanitizer for that. 'Cause, oh
It's some
boy.
urine. It's a sanitizer.
Bear Grylls, people. Sponsored by, not sponsored by Bear Grylls. If Bear Grylls wants to sponsor it, sure. You know, drinking pee and all that. I'm sure he'd dip his eyelashes in there too. Oh man.
Yeah, we really go down the rabbit hole, don't we?
Yeah. But yeah, good. I want that red dress. I really do. I really do. That Tanya wore with their black choker and the red and then the
Mhm.
black frill. I'm like, I'm stealing that. I'm going in the movie and stealing that wardrobe. I need
And
that.
I didn't see any handmaidens. You know she could not get into that dress without a couple of ladies helping her out. There's no way.
She was a psychopath. She figured it out.
She had some animated arms in her closet that just like did the
Yeah.
corset.
I mean, yeah, she was setting up body parts. I'm sure she had some sort of body part assistant that would help, lace it up or something. But yeah, no
Nice.
handmaiden though,
Nice.
which was weird to see.
Yeah, such a huge house and you didn't see any help.
No help at all.
You know what? I know what happened to the help. They experimented on the help.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, they seem like the kind
They
to do that.
started with a full staff and then
And then just
slowly.
the only one that was left is poor Thomas because they felt sorry for him and his,
Oh, Thomas.
slow in the headness. And your moo. I'm like, oh, you can't.
Oh,
You
he's so
can't you
cute.
can't kill the special
You
child.
just
I'm
want to pet
sorry.
him and love him.
Yeah, and the sheep too. Just hi sheep, hi no name, hi no name, and hi Thomas. Pat them like little babies they are. But yeah, great. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a fun watch. I
He
can't
spared the
say.
kid though. Frankenstein spared the child. The little boy that was like in the corner, he just like looked at him and then he left. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he did. He did spare him. Yeah, I mean, I think it was an homage to the original because remember in the original where Frankenstein was walking around, saw a kid by the lake. The kid gave him a flower, and then he left. He left him alone. I don't know if you remember that, but I think it was homage to for even if you are a big enough monster, you will never be a big enough monster to kill a child. So I think that was paying homage to that.
And
So.
I love how he throws that hot lady into the. Remember that he finds a lady boning a dude in the forest.
Oh yeah, throws her in the river.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, and he
God.
picks her up, and then she faints, and then he's just like, meh, just chucks
Meh.
her in the river. I'm like,
Don't give a fuck. Yeah, that one was cold-blooded, a little cold-blooded, yeah. A lot cold-blooded. He didn't give a fuck.
But the boobs
He
were
was just
nice.
there to murder.
The butt was nice too. I think that was the one we saw Bush on. I think we saw her bush.
I try to erase it out of my mind and pour bleach in my eyeballs.
You're just not pervy like me. I'm like, pause.
Yeah, no. Could not. It just doesn't, I just don't really care. You know what I mean? We all have different things that we're like, oh, that's fucking cool. Like special effects, glowy stuff. I don't know. But Bush, I'm like, not really that fascinated.
You want to get the shaver, like help her out.
Yeah, I'm like, do I have a fucking buzzer around here on that screen and buzz it off? There you go, girl. I helped you.
So I would give it out of 5 stars, a solid 4, maybe a 4.5 for the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
I really liked it.
Yeah,
I like when films go to that dark taboo territory that you're not supposed to go to, but it's a movie. Let's enjoy it. Let's freak them out. Right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, hey, that's good, you know.
That's why I'm all about the exploitation films, but I didn't know they were so risque back in 71.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Inspire some filmmakers to do more risque stuff and more in pushing the boundary. Even though it's not for me, but I think that's important to progress and push the boundary. Okay, this time we did this. What more can we do with our filmmaking? And that's why it's good for filmmakers to be able to have platforms and be able to express themselves. I'm not saying go out and murder cats and film it, because that would not be okay. But I'm just saying if it's fake and you can make it look real and scary and push the envelope of storytelling, I think you have a good story.
Mm-hmm. And there was no animals harmed in this. No animal kills.
No animals.
All the animals are safe, guys.
Except the ones they didn't show on scene that were experimented on, because they first started experimenting on animals, farm animals and stuff like that. But, you know, that's what happens. And then they move, kind of like serial killers. First, they, you know, start cutting up animals, and then they progress to humans. So I think, in a way, they were the prequels to serial killers.
Scientists. Serial killers.
Serial killer
scientists. Yeah, we go.
We both thought of that. Serial killer scientists. Yeah. Yeah. In the name of science, no, you just want to, you know, cut people up and see what's inside.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Good.
Yay. Well, it's been fun as always talking with you, Luna. And I want to wish you a happy Halloween and everyone else.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a lot of fun. Please send all my love and my regards to everybody that's going to be at Spooky. Unfortunately, because of my prior commitments to this wedding. Yeah, it was I wasn't able to move the dates. I thought that maybe I could move at least the last day and fly in a little early after the wedding, but it was not possible unless I was ready to fork up $400. And that wasn't feasible for me financially to do. So unfortunately, I took an L on that one, and I will have to sit it out, but hope next year shouldn't be any weddings. At least I fucking hope not. Unless it's my own, who the fuck knows? But probably not.
So where are you going?
I am actually going to Kansas.
Oh.
Yeah. What the fuck is there to do in Kansas? I don't know. Cornfields?
Mm-hmm.
Cornfields?
Pet some horses.
Yeah.
Go mud.
I don't look at me. I don't mud. I don't do any of that. I'm just gonna sit there. Can a killer fucking come out of this cornfield and fucking murder me already? That'd be great. Thanks. Bye. I'll send a postcard from Sunny Witchpole, Kansas. Hey-ho. Yeah.
We'll find a Dorothy and a
Toto and at this point, maybe.
Or you'll find your yellow brick road.
God. But yeah, have a lot of fun. Send all the people our love. Hopefully more people reach out to us if they weren't able to schedule. Because we would love to have them on at a later date. I know it's only a 3-day event at Spooky, so it's very limited how many interviews and stuff you can do in a matter of 3 days. But yeah, if you really want to talk to us and discuss and have fun with us, email us at delightandfright@gmail.com. We'll be happy to get you in.
And have a safe and fun Halloween, everybody.
Yay!
Bye.
See you guys later.